morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having an amazing day. Today, let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you would please type the number 1 in the comment section down below. I would greatly appreciate it. And as we get started here today, keep in mind that everything we look at is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendation. And if you are not already, please do follow along and subscribe to the various social platforms that we have. It will be awesome help for us in the algorithms. And it'll be great for you to know exactly what's coming out and when, since we do at least 7 live shows a week on top of everything else that we record and get out and set up on all the various platforms that we do. All right. So with that, thank you everybody for the good mornings. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Well, let's start off with what's going on in the pre-market, in the futures. All right. All of a sudden, I am sitting there this morning and ES skyrockets. What the heck? Putin came out and said something that there may be some positive things coming from the talks with Ukraine. Good or bad, right or wrong, believe it, don't believe it. The market does for right now, at least it did, right? We've had a pullback, which the pullback, if you look at it, you guys that know what I'm getting ready to do, how much of a pullback are we talking about in there? Gee, it pulled back to the 618 and bounced from there. Go figure. How did that happen? Right, but we are up right now about 44 points on the ES. On the Dow, we're up 292 points. We were up a little bit more than that. NQ, same type of pullback. We're up 170 points on the NASDAQ. And on the RUT, the RTY, we're up 2020. Not the year, just $20.20. All right. Bitcoin did give a whole bunch back, right, from where we were, right? And the rain came down. Now we're back down to 38.5 or so. Right now we're up 10 points. Ooh, a whopping 10 points on Bitcoin. Ethereum, ETH. So all of this, you know, the government, it was perceived very well when Biden said that he had a team investigating something on it. And now we're looking at it going, ooh, is it good that we want the government involved with Bitcoin or not? So with, cryptos. So Ethereum is up 18 points right now. They're actually up more than Bitcoin is. Bitcoin's down, they're up. Gold took a turn down, but much earlier than we saw the big gap there. So it took a turn down. We're down about 32 points on gold. And on oil, we're down 82 cents to 105. I think we get back under 100, especially with news like this that just came out. I think we could see us get back under 100. The good thing is, well, not good thing, but there's talks of, is Putin going to be charged with war crimes? Whether you agree with them or not, folks, has nothing to do with it. It's what's driving the market. If it bothers you or upsets you about it, then close your ears and don't listen to the parts. But these are things that affect the market, and you need to know that because it's going to have an effect on how you trade, or at least it should, right? So if he's charged with war crimes, that's going to be a positive in the world's view. May not be in everybody's view, but in the world's view, it's a positive, right, of that happening there. And then is he going to be taken out of power? There's also talk of, is he already negotiating or getting ready to negotiate where he is not charged but kind of gives up power? I don't know if he's that kind of person, but I'm not the one that's making those claims or throwing those things out there. But I think they weren't expecting the resistance that they're getting. They weren't expecting the concerns from the world. I think China might be baffling a little bit, or waffling a little bit rather, and under, behind closed doors saying, hey, dude, you need to do something different. This ain't working out right. So we'll see where it all goes. But for right now, we're going to trade the market at hand. And for right now, on a Friday, it is up. Yeah, there you go, Linda. Putin said he's going to seize the assets of all companies leaving Russia. And you know what? He may. And that is a definite issue when you open up an entity in another country. But I'm sure that would become, listen, McDonald's, Starbucks, all those majors over there, I'm sure that they are going to have something to say to the government when the negotiations come in of, we want our stuff back, right? I want my bat and ball, give it back to me, right? So I'm sure that's going to be part of it as they go through. All right, let's go take a look at trades from yesterday. I'm going to ask you guys to drop your trades in. Remember, caring is sharing, right? Share your trades with us, folks. Funded trades, non-funded trades, I don't care. I want to know what trades you did. If you took any that we did yesterday that we called out, that would be awesome. If good or bad, paper or funded, really doesn't matter. The goal here is to let everybody else know that you guys are trading, and then it's possible for them who may not be trading at this point, but want to learn the how, can do this as well. So, all right, I did one trade. Just one, only one. It's all I had to do, right? I had no need to do more than that, and that's because Amazon came out with that major news of the 20-for-1 stock split yesterday, right? So let me jump in, which, by the way, they're back on our list again today, right? So here's Amazon. All right, so we got a gap up on Amazon yesterday from where we had closed. We got a pullback. My moving average was down here. I was looking to do something bullish regardless of what happened, right? We got this pullback and a bounce, and if I go to a 1-minute candle, you'll be able to see it better. Let me scroll in reverse there. There we go. So we gapped up and immediately pulled back on the first minute. Second minute, we pulled back. Third minute, we closed up. Fourth minute, we started our climb. And right in there was where I think it was the end of the 3rd-minute candle, as it was just about closing. I took the entry there to a bullish entry. 29.70 call was the trade, okay? Which was going for $15 at that time, all right? It was going with $15. And our resistance line is up here at 29.47.90. And that is the line that's in power option plays, okay? And when I said in power option plays, when we draw our Fibonacci, that's the level, okay? That's in there. We go $5 below that level on this price stock, which meant 29.43. We don't go exact, we round it, but 29.43 is our target, right? I like whole numbers as targets. Stocks tend to gravitate to whole numbers. 50 cents, dollar. I like those as targets for what I do. Stops, I usually put offset numbers in there, right? So what a great move. We're talking about a $15 entry, a $32-ish exit. And the exit came in at 9.59. So it was right in here. It was either the end of this candle or the beginning of this one. I don't remember exactly which one it was. But right in there is where we took that exit. We had one more climb up. We pulled back. We went a little higher and then kind of flattened off for the day. And look what happened. We never got back above. We bumped our head above ugly there, or up to ugly here, and we failed, right? So we could never get above that level. So for me, you got a $17 move on the day. I got a good day. I don't need to do anything else, baby. Ooh, that landed on a desk. That was cool. I don't need to do anything else. One trade was great for me. Did others work? Yes, but man, it rocked yesterday. Let's see. Robert said CRWD bull put spread did well. Delta Airlines call stopped out. Paula, there you go. SPY 6%. Nice job. John said NVIDIA pop short managed via 5-minute EMA up 37% for $165. Nice. John, was that one contract? And if so, just out of curiosity, regardless of how many, what did the contract cost you? In other words, was it $3, $8, and so forth? Erica said CVX $1,890, SPY 50 cents on paper. Really nice. Really nice. Let's see. Linda said 4 small trades, Micron and Apple, small losses, Microsoft and Square gains total plus 155. Nice. Trip did 2 scalps on SPY up 24 cents and 19 cents. There you go. Once again, awesome. Ops Trader did CRWD 50% on the bull put spread. Love it. I love it. How do you watch all those candidates as they move so quickly at the open? I seem to miss the entry. So, Paul, yesterday, Amazon was my main focus, man. I was glued on that. I was in position 1 when the market opened on Amazon, right? And I don't keep everything open at one time on my screen here, but that's how I watch everything, Paul, right there. I have one screen that I'm able to put that chart up and get an idea of exactly what I want to look at and know exactly where I'm at. Okay, and this is Pop 5K, so this is not the actual Pop one. This is Pop 5K, right? But that's on a different screen. I only have one of my desktops open right now because of StreamYard, TradeStation, Camtasia, all the software that we run. I only keep one open right now. All right. Let's see. Sean said, Polly TA, what made you hold after the big red candle following your buy? You talking about right in here, Polly TA? That's because my stop was down here. So it wasn't a choice for me. I am not looking at it trying to get every nickel out of the trade and thinking I'm going to tweak it to the exact. That when I manage that way is when I screwed up. There's no question I screwed up. So I set my stop and I go to position number 1 in the chair. My stop is in place. My target's in place. I have nothing else to do. I can walk away, do my thing, go live my life, and we'll be good to go. Jonathan said 10 HP call contracts at $4 return, 1,600 bucks. Nice. Very nice, Jonathan. That is awesome. Cool. So John said, just trading one at the moment on NVIDIA, 225 put cost 456 out at 625. And the whole reason I asked John that question, and John, I appreciate you giving me the detail. The whole reason I asked that question is one contract, $4.56, which means for you who maybe not trading yet, $456 to do that trade. John got out at $625. So call it 450 to 625, 550, 175 bucks. Not a bad day's pay, folks. Now, when John gets really good at it and learns really well how to do one, guess what? Then he can do two. Or if your account is smaller and you could just afford to do one, and as you start making that $100, $150, $175 a day, $300 in a day, you'll build it up where now you can do two contracts. You guys see where I'm going with this? This is very, very, very doable, folks. Right? Trading is very doable if you follow a good system. Polly TA said, how do you determine your stops? Is it based on a percentage of loss? It's based, Polly, it's an hour-long conversation. It's based on the Fibonacci levels. It's based on our fib levels. So if we were looking at, well, I used that yesterday off of the moving average, but I was basically down here at like 2860-ish. I forgot exactly what the number was, but somewhere around there. But normally we base it off of, this was a different entry because of the 24-inch split. But normally I would be down here 25% below this 2855 level of that. So if this in here was $100, just to pick a number, I'd be $25 below that normally. Yesterday, it was down below the moving average. That's how it was set up yesterday. John said trading two would definitely be better with more flexibility. You know, you've got the ability to scale out, John, and so forth, but it's A, for many, it's a comfort level. I'm just comfortable with one. B, it's too expensive. I don't want to put that much in it. C, maybe a smaller account, they just can't do more than one. And any of those are okay. It's a matter of getting comfortable, because when you're comfortable, you'll find the money. You'll beg, borrow, steal. You'll be shoveling snow, mowing lawns, whatever, picking up soda cans to bring back to the supermarket to get your nickel each on soda cans, right? You'll stop buying supermarket bags and bring your own bags, right? Whatever it is, you'll figure out how to come up with the cash on how to do that, right? You're welcome, America. Awesome. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into today's candidates. Airbnb is our very first one. A, B, and B. All right. So on Airbnb, we got an upgrade, right? They're up right now, $3 to 155, which means they're sitting just above our 21 moving average, that green line that's inside of there, right? So we could look at a bull put spread below 154, but it would be better below 146, which is our fib line down here. All right, then we go back to Amazon. Really, Amazon, Rob, again? Yep. Amazon, they got an upgrade today. It wasn't really a big name that upgraded them. Let me get the right screen here. All right. But they're up another $43, right? They also just said today on CNBC, after the 20-for-1 stock split, Amazon will be, you ready for this? Amazon will be the #1 traded options in the world as far as volume goes. You take the current volume of Amazon options and you multiply it by 20, they will have more options traded than any other company out there. That is freaking cool, right? I love it. But they're up right now So let's go take a look on Amazon. They are at $29.78. They were in a bearish neutral bias. $29.78 puts them above the 21. I'm going to be looking at a bull put spread below 29.48 or a long call. You can also use pivot points here, guys, to make that intraday setup. But you've got room. If we're above this 21 moving average, you've got room up to 30.22. You give me $8 or $10 on Amazon, brown on rice, baby, all over it. Brown on rice. CVX, Chevron, they got a downgrade from JP Morgan. Not surprising, you're going to start seeing these downgrades come in on the energy companies with all of the pullback in oil prices, right? Very short-lived. So let's see. Right now, 166.39 is where it's sitting at. So I'm going to wait, guys. I am not going to fight that overall pattern. Pattern's bullish. If you can get a bounce off the 164, you may want to consider a bullish entry, even with a downgrade from JP Morgan. DocuSign is our next one, DOCU. Docu. All right. So 1658. Hey, Sean, you know what? I thought of something. Do me a favor. Sean, drop the link in there for tradinglikeaboss.com. I don't remember who it was. Polly TA, I think. You had asked about the, I think it was you. You had asked about, goodness gracious, setting the stops and the targets, right? If you guys come into Power Hour this week, someone's got to remind me. If you come into Power Hour this week and you ask me in the beginning of the day, right when we start, hey, Rob, can you show us how to do this today? I'll go through those stops and those targets in there. So go to Power Hour, go to tradinglikeaboss.com. Sean dropped the links in there. Click on it, enroll, register. It's free weekly workshop. We do it every Monday. Go ahead and register for that. Ask me that early in the day, and I will go ahead and make sure to teach that on Monday and show you exactly what I do. All right, so we're down $16.50 right now on DocuSign with that downgrade. So let's go see where they at. So it looks like there were earnings too, along with that downgrade. I just caught the downgrade part of it. So let's go to an F11. We're sitting at 77.38. How the tides have turned, baby. They were a $320 stock, and now they're a $100 stock. They had a haircut of 200%, right? Two-thirds of their price, right? Whew. So we're at 77. So we'll be looking at a possible bear call spread above 89. All right, Etsy. Etsy right now is up $2 in their pre-market price. So let's see, which puts them at $139. Okay, puts them at $139. All right, so we've got 143 as our resistance. Etsy was an upgrade. They were in a pure bearish bias, true bear bias. They pushed their head up against ugly, which is that 143.43 is ugly, right? And 139 is where we're at right now. So we're going to wait. I'm not willing to put my hard-earned money in this one at all. Guys, you know what? I was just thinking about this. I'm really not worried about what the chart looks like. I'm really worried about what the price is, period. So, and I've got price on this list right here. So if we just looked at Etsy, right? So our next one is Expedia. So if I just come here real quick, you can see Expedia is up $4 right now. I can click on it here and just kind of speed things up a little bit so we're not spending time waiting for charts to load. So on Expedia, we're up $4 to 183. 409 we're up right now. 183, where are we? So look at our moving averages. 183.72 is our 55. That's our lowest moving average right now from where we are, right? And then above that is the green one, which is 185. So we're bumping our heads right against that resistance zone in there. 184 to 188-ish right? So we're going to wait on Expedia. But I am not surprised to see some of these things happening. TSA last night came out and said that they are going to have extended out the mask mandate for public transportation and airplanes until April 18th, I think it is, right? So I think you're going to start seeing more people liking that, hey, they can get on a plane without a mask soon enough. So Oracle was our next one. They had earnings come out. Oracle is down $1, so not a big deal, 75.5. Let me pull that out a little bit. See, so we're at 75.94 is the 8 moving average. So what does that mean? We broke below, right? We broke below. I like that. I like it a lot. So we're going to look at a bear call spread below. What do we have for options on this? Do we have halves? We do not. So we're going to look at it below 78. All right, yeah, below 78 is where we're going to look for our strikes. Actually, 77, not 78, 77. All right, guys, I've only got a few candidates left, so go ahead and drop your candidates in. Sean already put a comment in there for all of you. What stocks do you want me to take a look at? Right, I'm really trying to keep you guys to that 9 o'clock time frame, so you have enough time to kind of get yourself ready for that. So why below 77? Paul said because 77.61 is oh, actually, you know what, Paul? Did I write below? Look at me. We're doing a bear call spread. Good catch, Paul. It's not a below, it's above 78. Thank you. That's where the 78 came from. Like, no, below it would be 77. Good catch. It is above 78. Thank you, sir. All right. Actually, we have 3 candidates left. I've got one that's not even on here yet. All right. Ryven is our next one, RIVN. So Ryven is down $4 to $37. Man, we are just dying a slow and painful death here. I'm going to pass, guys. We're talking about $180 stock that I got nothing in here. Look at my fibs. $21 to $20. I mean, 50 to 20, $30 in there. We move. We might get away with it. Let's take a look before I just give in on it, right? Or give up on it, I should say. Nope, wrong one. Too many fib tools that I got going here. All right, so we've got that in there. We're talking about 36 to 51 is 15. So we need a 236 and a 764. All right. So we're sitting at 37 right now. So we're just above that 35. We could look at a bear call spread above 43. I just don't know if there's enough premium at that level. All right. ULTA is our next one. And there is, as I said, one more after that. ULTA was earnings. They're up $8. Let's unscrunch that. That fib is still good. We're sitting at 388 right now, 78, 88. We're up at that 392 level, guys. We're right below that. I'm going to wait on ULTA. I have not had great luck with ULTA options. A little bit bigger spreads in many. Yeah, I'm seeing some of the spreads $1.20, 13. Some of them smaller, but some of them have much bigger spreads. All right, last one is AMAT. I caught this one right at the very end. Share buyback, dividend boost, big move potential for them from what they were talking about. AMAT. Right, so we're up on AMAT right now about $5. So let's see where that puts us at 130. Well, I'm going to pass. We're right up at that resistance. I'm going to wait on this one. Not interested at all. So we got a couple of great candidates for today, guys. Let's see what you have in there. Robert said Delta Airlines a zero-line breakout. Nice, Robert. And I didn't mention it, and I forgot, and I'm sorry about that. I got to get used to this. Robert put in the Y. Delta Airlines for a zero-line breakout bounce off of the 33.34 DAL. Delta Airlines. All right. So of the 33.40 to 34.38. Wait, let me go back. Oh, pivot point. Gotcha, Robert. Okay. So yeah, Robert, if we can get the move up on Delta Airlines today to that level, and they did say that airlines were up today, so we're up 80 cents on Delta, which puts us at 33.35. Robert, we're right there. If you can get that fail, Robert, then we're looking at that 30.10. I don't have it on here. That's why. All right, let's check it out. So $4.32. I don't need a fib in there, Robert. So if we can get the move up to 33.40, you've got the fail. You would use your midpoint as your first target and the $30 as the next one. So I like it. I like it a lot. And Robert said Qs. And off the zero line up to 339.25. Yep. So let me see where they are in pre-market. So it takes a long time for it to register. 335 is where we're at right now. So Robert, you're looking at an inverted zero line breakout on that. If you get the break above that 334, half the retest and the bounce, then look at 342 as your resistance level, Robert. All right. So I hope that helps. And yep, 339.25 would be great. Paula's asking for SPY. So let's see what's going on in the pre-market. SPY right now is at 429, we'll call it. So we got above the 8 moving average, Paula. We've got 433 up above our head. I would be using that 427 as our stop. So somewhere down below there. But you've got the room up to 433. As long as there's not more political news out, I like it. So hope that helps. Let me know in the comments below, guys. John said PayPal bias. Okay, let's go to PayPal before I start reading it. PYPL. All right, let's get back to a much closer zoom in here. So bias is bearish. Current price $100.15. So it's moved up a little bit is what John's telling me. So I don't have to go check that. That's awesome. Fail at the retest of the 100 level with the ADMA at the 1027. 100,027 rather. Yep. Okay. Likely to watch NQ and Q, so weakness as well. Okay. John, I agree with everything you're saying. You got to move down to 95. And the important thing is we've done it before. 2 separate occasions we have hit that after the fib was drawn, of course. Here and here, we hit that 94.74 level. So the opportunity is there. This moves about $6 a day. So from 100 to 95, it's there. I would be at about 95.75 would be my target on this. And you can set your stop right above the 100 and the 8 confluence. Somewhere above there would be my stop. So excellent, excellent, excellent observation, John. And look what John just did. He verbalized his trading plan of what he's looking to do on this, right? Look how much more powerful that is than look at Apple. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, guys, right? For some, you may not be able to pull this together. You may just want it to say, hey, can you just, I'm not really sure what to think of Apple. What do you think? Right? But if you've got a plan of what you're looking at, man, it will make it so much more powerful for you as a trader to have that done. So Trip said IBM. Let's go there first. Let's see what's going on. 124.35 close. 124.81 is the current. In a paper trade put, looking for a continuation down. All right, so bigger picture. Right now, Trip said current price 124.81. Closed at 124.35. Okay, so we're up a little bit on the day, but not much. 125. So you've got the 8 right there, Trip, that you can be watching on it. But I mean, overall, the bias is bearish. Will the bullish day affect that? It may. It very well may turn it into a trade that flips against you. But it seems like it's not up very much right now, so probably not, or potentially not. So I like your plan, Trip. If it was me, I'd be holding it and seeing if we break or if we, down, or if we get stopped out. I'm okay if that happens because that's part of trading. You're not going to win on all of them, right? Paul said, to confirm, you look at today's expiration rather than next Friday for these candidates. Absolutely, Paul. Yes. I don't want next Friday. I want today. I want today's. All right. Let's see. Andres is asking for RBIX, LX, RBLX, Roblox, RBLX, Fat Fingers. So on RBLX, we're at 42.11. We're overall on a bearish bias on RBLX. We're up near that 43.65. I would not trade this to the upside at all. I would need a close above the 21, which is not happening today. So if you get a move down, if the market rolls and you get the move down, 39.5 is your target. Linda said, if I use Pearson pivots on TOS, they are the same numbers as yours. Are yours in POP training? I haven't gone through the info yet. So the pivots that I use are regular pivots. Pearson's pivots are regular pivot points. Okay. I just don't like that he limits the number of points he gives, and that's because we want you to subscribe to the higher level pivot points, because TradeStation in 9.5 anyway doesn't have them. So yeah, they're regular pivots. So there's nothing. Did I skip you, Trip? Trip, didn't I do IBM? Unless you said it and I didn't get it. I don't know. Let me know if I didn't get what you were looking for there, Trip, because I know you put it in a couple minutes ago. Trips popped up in a different order than on a streaming platform. Okay. It wasn't you, Trip, I guess. It wasn't us. I guess it happened in the platform where we're using the software on. And then John said, CCE looking at plug, MRO, gold, and Vail. No need for you to chart those, just sharing what I like best. There you go. Got sharing is caring, right? So John's saying he's looking at these 4 candidates as potential covered calls, okay? Gold, be cautious on, John, with the market moving the way it is and Putin's announcement. Again, if you believe what was said, but the announcement that he made, he said it. He spoke those words. So personally. So if you believe that, then be very cautious on gold. I would back away and maybe hold off on the gold one, right? Trip said all is good. John, you're quite welcome. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. With that, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Folks, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sean is out of town. We're still going to attempt to put the show on, okay? I still plan on being here. Sean showed me how to run all the stuff in the background. It won't look as pretty with fly-ins and all that stuff, but we hopefully can get the show off and going on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for sure. All right, so have a great rest of your day. Have a good weekend. God bless, and I'll see you all at our next one. All right, bye for now.